So we've been in our place for 8 years in our little neighborhood.
And we really don't know our neighbors very well at all.
Except for just a casual hi or a wave, but no names, no idea. If I saw them at a store, I wouldn't even know who they were.
We were all pleasant to each other. We just didn't really know any of them.
And so we were in church the week before 4th of July, and Pastor Mike was talking about Clara just making cookies. And I was like, what an easy concept. Something so simple.
We started brainstorming, what could we do to interact with our neighbors? What would be an avenue to create connection?
How about we invite the whole neighborhood to 4th of July? We always have dessert. We invite a few friends and family and what would be a few more.
The thought was terrifying that there's nothing worse I hate than, people knocking on my door. And the thought of, going and knocking on other people's doors was terrifying.
We never would go up to our neighbors because you're always scared that you're going to be rejected.
But knowing that the mission is, how do we love our neighbors? How do we live well and live out the gospel? It's like somehow my feelings don't really get a say when it comes to that.
I don't know. We just had faith that night that the people that wanted to open the door would open the door.
And so we walked around the neighborhood, all 4 of us, and knocked on every single door.
If they weren't home, we just put it on their door. If they were, we said, if you're not busy, we'd love to have you.
I think what surprised me most actually was that every single person that we talked to was actually really excited and very friendly and very open to the idea. We dutifully got the table prepared, put all the food out there, took a bunch of chairs out there completely in faith. And the whole time in my mind, I'm just like, oh, what if nobody comes? Is this all just for nothing? All that kind of stuff.
Even at 7 o'clock when we had told everyone to be there, no one was there. And Pastor Mike was just checking in on us. And I go, no one's here yet. And he goes, I'm praying right now. And at that moment,
from across the street, here comes somebody carrying a dessert. And, we were so excited. We're like, are they headed this way? Are they headed this way? And yes, they were.
The first thing we learned was names. That was a big deal because we didn't know anybody. So it was neat to just find out the lives of some of these people.
Found out actually that one of our neighbors kind of across the street, it's like they're up against a lot of challenges right now. They're a young family. One of their kids had to have open heart surgery, and they don't really have anybody in this area because they moved from out of state. And she started kind of opening up and sharing kind of how lonely she was, and she's homeschooling the kids, and he works all day kind of far away, and they just don't really have any friends. Again, just total ministry opportunity that I didn't really anticipate, just kind of opened itself up.
And we want to continue that relationship and continue that connection.
We planted a seed. How do we keep cultivating that? How do we keep growing that? For the neighbors across the street that don't really have anybody, we've already been talking about how to get them over here for dinner.
As we build this connection with our community, I want to build relationships and build trust. Don't be scared to do it. I know the nerves can come up and it can be overwhelming at times to just think of the rejection.
Don't let fear win. Push through it, reach out, make that first connection.
It only takes a hello. It just says, hi, my name is so-and-so. What is your name? That's all it takes.
You have no idea what people are up against, and you have no idea what an answer to prayer you might be just by doing what God's asking us to do. And our little tiny part in it, all we got to do is take that first step.